you for being here with us today, Stephanie. It's an honor. We're very excited to tell you about our product, and we hope that you do invest in our company. We have a full agenda. They gave you a copy already.
They did, yes.
Of the executive summary. My colleague Guadalupe will help us stay on track, but we're interested, if you want to follow along. Now I'm going to introduce Team Emma to you.
All right.
So I'd say this is an excellent team. We've been together since last year.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through a lot. I say we started having some difficulties at the beginning with respecting each other, but luckily we've used our Spark skills, our self-improvement, our self-management to better in that quality. We also believe that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and Emma's been close to killing each other, but we're not, we haven't, so that makes us one strong team. Together, Emma has accomplished many challenges. Last year we won the Build 17th Annual BPC. And we also have two very helpful mentors that have been with us since last year. And I'm going to let Emma introduce herself. So I am the CEO, Elmer Carmona Gonzalez.
I'm Guadalupe Valencia, I'm the CEO.
I'm Marilla Cortez, and I'm the CFO.
Oh, I'm Douglas Sanchez, I'm the CFO at CDU.
I'm Mercedes Guzman, I'm CEO. Many people love to listen to music when it goes on, but those people may have had earaches, ripped earphones, or even possibly choked. So this is why we made the Nice Mix. It's a high-quality memory foam pillow with built-in Bluetooth speakers, which allows you to sleep comfortably and sleep soundly and free.
Earlier during this month, we conducted a focus group. We had 2 different groups with 6 people in total. We asked them various questions, which some of them you can see on your executive summary. One of the main topics we focused on was the price of the pillow and the design of the pillow. 83% of the participants said they would like to have a pillow case come with their pillow, and only 17% said they weren't sure about it. A variation of pillows was also discussed during the focus group, and 83% of the people would like different sizes, and 68% of the people would like a different firmness in the pillow. And all of them said they would like premium quality memory foam. The price was a big factor in the whole focus group. We asked them if they will pay $50 or more. None of them said that they would pay over $50, but all of them said they would pay less than $50. We also asked them the type of pillow they would prefer, and 32% of them said they would prefer a contour memory foam pillow, which is the one that you see right here. Mm-hmm. And 68% would like a classic memory foam pillow. So we've taken action into what they would prefer, and we've come up with the classic memory foam, which it can be another option for them.
So last year we surveyed 29 people and discovered that our target market would be boys and girls the age range of 19 through 29. And it came that the results were that males would be more interested because it was 58.6% being male and 41.4% female. So our 4 locations that we plan to sell our product would be one, our neighborhoods, because it's a bunch of different people and we probably don't even know each other, so we don't know about the product right now. And it would be nice to just spread the word to the people that we live around. So also the spring sales bazaar, last year we sold out, so hopefully it happens again this year. And the E1 business plan competition, because it's a big event with a large amount of people and our target market will attend. So we have to take advantage of it and sell it to them. And our ways to promote is one being social media. And me being CMO, I plan to post once every mentor session, which is every Monday. on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat to update everyone what's going on and what's new. And second would be our business cards, because I know that last year we got a lot of questions of how people can contact us and get more information about us. And our business cards, we have our username on our social media accounts and our phone number. And our third way would be hanging up posters on our school campus, because even though we're all under our 19 years of age, which is like our target market doesn't come to our school, they can also afford it, and we can get them interested in our product as well.
So, this table of cost of goods sold shows the items that we will be needing in order to make our product. And in order to make the product, we will be needing a pillow, which costs $10 per unit, a speaker, which is $12.99 per unit, and adhesive, which is $1 with 34 cents estimated. It's per can, and the thread is $1.55 per spool, and the cost of fabric is $2.49, and the product will cost $27.38 total in order to make it and manufacture it.
There was one more thing we wanted to add. I'm sorry if there's like some things that are different, because we had some technical errors with us changing last minute, grammatical errors and syntax errors, but for promotion. So we had an idea of shirts, of having shirts that is, Mario said, sorry, that we wanted to promote at our school, because they're a great target market to advertise, right? They're the ones that can help us get the word out. So we were thinking about, and this is all up to your option, we wanted to buy shirts, right here in the financials, it shows how much it is per shirt, for us to have our logo and some type of question for our alumni and our classmates to get interested to advertise our company. We didn't add that to our financial ask. We wanted to leave that to your discretion, so that's something we wanted to add.
So then on the financial projections, in March we are choosing to sell 14 pillows at the sales bazaar, considering the amount of sales we made the prior year. And we plan to make other sales events to sell the remaining 10 in April and May. So in March, we expect to make a profit of $276.92. And in April, we expect to have a profit of $85.91, the same as in May. So then in total, we will have $448.70. Financial ask and break-even point. So we will need $423.08 to start our business. We will use your money to finance the units we intend to use in March. And with the profit, we will invest for the 2 months. And with that money, we will generate the 1,150 in revenue in 3 months and break even after 14 units by mid-March 2017. We are confident that we will be able to repay our loan and still generate more than $400.
Awesome. You guys clearly thought a lot about this, put a lot of time into it. Very impressed with the product and what you guys have already accomplished. You said you already sold 10 at the last one, huh? And is now time for questions?
Yeah.
Or do you have more?
No,
Yeah, it's time.
time for questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good. So what type of people bought the product? Was it the target market that you guys identified, or did you you guys find different people buying?
Yes, it was all, well, I would say also we also have people under the age of 19 because there was still, we like met people that came to our school. And, but yeah, all of them were like 19 to 21.
And have you guys done some market research about what other products are out there that are similar? And have you guys thought about what really separates your product from competition?
Yeah, so last year we also had research when we started the idea. The difference between our pillows and pillows online actually were that ours is wireless. A lot of the other pillows we found online had wires running through all of them and they range from 120, which was the lowest actually their price. So ours is a lot more economical. So it's a lot cheaper and it's still high quality Bluetooth, no cables.
Awesome. So is this a completed product then?
Yes, this is
what it
last
looks like.
year's.
Okay. So you're not gonna sell it with a case?
No,
No.
not this year.
Not this year? Okay. Can I take a look at it? Have you guys tried to sleep on it?
Yes,
Is it comfy?
it is.
So the speakers, so you cut out, right?
Mhm.
And the speakers went through here and this is where you put it?
No,
It's in the top.
So
Okay.
where the hand is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't feel it at all.
So you can't do it.
Cool. And have you talked to the people who bought the product already? Are they enjoying it? Do they use it?
We've had a little issue with like yes, Mario said last year we didn't have a lot of contact information, so there's like not that much feedback, but we did get feedback from, for example, our teacher bought one, and they liked it a lot. It was just errors. I mean, not really errors, but Domingo mentioned we're using adhesive. Because last year we had used a different form because the cut we made kept opening up.
I see.
So it was just fixing that problem, and other than that, whatever we got in the focus group, we tried looking up research and seeing how we can apply that information.
Very cool. Have you guys been using it daily? I'm just curious.
Actually, my mom bought one and I just use it.
Yeah. It helps you sleep?
Yeah.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit more about the focus groups that you guys conducted. What were the types of people who participated in terms of their age group? And
Well, the focus group was like, there was a lot of variation in it. There were some teachers and there were some students that came here, and the students somewhat knew about it, but the teachers had like no idea about it. So they gave us feedback on like what their age group is looking for and how we can reach for them, like so our target market can increase. And they mentioned a lot about having a different type of having more variation in the pillow type, which is the reason we bought this one, which is most of the adults prefer those.
Okay.
And the students also mentioned it, but they said they were fine with this one, but they would prefer that one.
Were you guys thinking about doing 2 different price points, or were you going to price them the same?
Well, the pricing is actually the price currently our price was $50, but we've had trouble selling it at $50. So they did say that they would spend $50 for someone else, but not for themselves. And that's why we have brought down the pillow to $45. However, we are thinking about making pillowcases for them, which with the pillowcase it will sell for $50.
Okay. And you would just buy generic pillowcases, or do something special like that?
Yeah, we're thinking about maybe customizing them to their style.
Cool. So tell me a little bit more about your financial plan. I'm getting a little caught up here when is the spring sales bazaar? Is that May or April? It's May, right?
That's March.
Yeah, it's March.
Oh, it's in March,
Yeah.
okay, that's where,
That's where we're gonna select the majority of the.
okay, gotcha. And then, so you plan on selling majority there, and then you talked about doing, selling in your neighborhoods? Is that like a door-to-door approach, where you're gonna just knock on people's doors, or what does that look like? You guys thought about that?
We're going more like, let's say for example, there's a type of like style Boys and Girls Club around our neighborhoods. So we have contacts there that can help us like with stands and all that. So usually like people who come, parents who pick up their students there, even students or even teenagers our age, they're helping spread out the word in our neighborhoods.
Okay.
That was the type of neighborhoods we were trying to get to.
And the main people that are actually spending the money, do you find that even though your target market is young kids, you're actually selling to adults because they have the money
Mostly.
to buy it? Okay, so is your plan then to use social media to market to the younger generation so that they can tell their parents this is something that I want? Gotcha. Have you thought about doing a push maybe for around Christmas time?
Yeah, that's like one thing that we mentioned, it's, for in the focus group, they said they would spend the $50, or like maybe even a bit more, to buy for someone else, but not for themselves. So I think the holiday season is like a big sale because everyone's like, oh, I want this, and like, it's like $50, so usually they won't be able to buy it themselves, so with parents, it's like they can ask for it.
We do want to go for the holidays, but we're not sure we'll have enough time to get the orders in and manufacture, but we do go.
Might be interesting to still advertise, get the word out there, and not necessarily make the sale, but just educate people and maybe get a commitment. You know, if you've ever seen a Kickstarter campaign, people give you the money before they get the product, long in advance before they actually get the product, but they're just interested in the product itself. So we'll give you some time to continue to ramp up your sales before the spring bazaar and get the word out there. 3 minutes left, okay. Thank you for keeping time, no, it's good. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about the t-shirts. So you talked about, maybe a question that sparks some interest. Have you guys brainstormed around what that would be?
We've actually spent,
A lot.
it was a fun time that we were just all, we know that it's something to catch people's attention. For example, like, have you heard about this? Or ask me about certain, the pillow. We have used posters. That's been effective already. We've had actually a sale because of the posters. But so that's why we believe the shirts would be a very good form for us walking around campus with these shirts to get people really to start asking about it and getting their attention.
I think it goes back to my previous question about who the end buyer actually is. I'm curious, have you guys experienced, maybe it was the poster example, where it was actually a younger person seeing the poster, seeing the ad, and then asking for the money from elsewhere, maybe their parent or someone else?
Well, the student had the money with them.
Okay.
So it is, our main focus because of the money is the parents, but we've had students who do have the money with them and can't afford it, that they go right away and they buy it. But our main target, in which we've seen is buying, are usually adults around that age.
Okay. Yeah, it would just be interesting to justify the t-shirt cost. I'm thinking maybe you sell, a couple pillows within the target market if you're walking around school, but I'm curious if you'd be able to wear those t-shirts in a setting where you'd be around more adults who would have the money as well. Have you guys thought about any sort of, places or events that the adults would be at besides the bazaar that maybe you can wear the t-shirt?
Yes, and we have forgotten to add that. So Woodside has a lot of events, let's say sports. Football games generate a lot, not just for, students, but then adults. So a lot of the events here aren't just students, it's actually majority adults.
Mhm.
So going to these events, having a pillow there, maybe, asking them, hey, have you checked this out? Would you like to know more about it? Or just like even walking around those events would help us. Events here, actually a school, are some of them generated by adults that walk in and they're all looking around. So that is something we put thought into. We wanted to create more ideas so we can expand from our campus. That's something we can put more work in.
Excellent. Great. I think that's all the questions I have so far. How did I do on time?
Good.
Good. Okay.
So now we're gonna do the team reflection of the VC evaluation. So you can please step outside.
Okay.
What you guys think?
I didn't tell you yet, you guys have to self-reflect
Yeah.
first.
Is it bad?
Huh?
Is it bad?
It's
Still
okay.
recording now,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You have to reflect
Is
first.
this still recording?
Yes, it's
Oh,
recording.
Don't press.
I was asking.
Think about what you want to ask her.
That's exactly when we finish.
Think now, you guys.
I mean, is it clear that we are, that the shirts aren't included in the financial
I
aspect?
think she got that.
Okay, because it seems like she is interested in the shirt, but I'm not sure if she knows that's part of the financial aspect.
You keep in track of the time that she's out.
She's
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
get like 10 minutes.
It's 2 minutes.
Okay.
So it's until yeah 6:35.
Okay, so what? You
And
fill
then
out,
we're gonna.
We're already
Yeah,
full.
right.
well, just fill up your form.
And yeah, then it's feedback from
Is it
her.
on me,
Think
right?
also
What, ask
what
what?
you are interested in asking her.
She most likely is.
But like, she doesn't know that, so like, I asked her.
Okay, sure. And when you are a facilitator.
What
Alright,
happened?
shh, everybody's doing their part.
Team.
Technically, it's just.
Shh. I'm too excited, I can't run.
I need help.
I
Oh,
don't
so
know.
Dude, that deep
nervous.
breath you took when like she walked out.
I don't think there is.
We got the truth. She's mad. I made sure. I was afraid she was mad. How about that we would almost killed each other?
Oh yeah,
I was looking at it.
it's true. It's so true. Like she doesn't know how true it is.
I almost had one of those like the next one.
I almost murdered him.
She did. She had the knife right next to my head, but she picked up.
I want to punch him, and then say, hey guys.
Oh. Hi, Miguel.
You guys are watching the time, right?
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
We had
we're
like 5
probably
minutes,
Yeah,
5 minutes exactly.
We're gonna watch this
How do you think we did?
Let's finish that first.
Are we done?
We recorded.
Is everyone done?
Yeah.
Pretty much done.
I'm not done. Let me concentrate.
What was my
What? Consumers.
Okay. No.
Research something? I don't know, something research. It was under consumer research, right?
Yeah. Is this one?
Yeah, consumer research, marketing research. Marketing research, if you
But
want.
what did they
Marketing
do? What
research.
was it called?
Marketing research.
Consumer research and market research.
Just say marketing research. Because hers was more consumer, yours is marketing. Both two as well.
Very high order.
I have a lot of adrenaline.
Okay, yes. Also, think about what you guys want to ask her.
What's your name?
What you want to know about her, like how she got there, how, you know, any information that you want from her. Okay.
Think of something because I feel that you guys aren't talking enough. and it's
We're
making
talking
me
a
look
lot.
really bad. No, like.
And you're
Think
such
of one
a
question.
time hogger.
What would you ask?
Gosh, attention
What do you think
hogger.
about food?
It's
No,
curious.
that's why I'm trying to have you guys talk so I don't look like that.
You are though.
So there should be questions related to like what she does, her job.
Design.
Professional,
What?
No, but like we're asking.
her profession, like
Like about like what
Like,
do
where
you
does she
do?
work?
Where do you work?
how she got there.
Why did it? Why did it?
How
I
do you-
mean, whatever you want to ask.
Yeah, you can ask.
Oh,
what
you can ask like how what steps did you have to take to get there? Like what college you go to, all that stuff.
Ask what college you went to.
I mean, whatever you're interested in.
What did you study?
What was that?
30 minutes.
Do you want to know how she, I mean,
Where's
what's
she
her
from?
role at her job and how she got there or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Things like that,
Or
right?
what she looks for when, 'cause she's
Yeah.
a VC.
Yeah, she works in investment.
What does she look for when startups pitch to her? What
Ooh.
stands out?
You listening? Because you guys are gonna like
What?
Because I'm hogging time and that was bad.
What was that?
Like learn about feedback from, you know, what she wants
I'll
to
go get
know.
her like when we
She goes to these kind of
Thank you.
meetings.
Nah, I'll get it. It's
You
my
don't know.
responsibility.
I'm closer to the door.
Well, it's my
hog.
responsibility.
Attention
Is
hogger.
we really like arguing about this? Why just like forget about
How do
it?
you think we did? Do you good?
No, that's for us.
What do you, what's that face, Jorge?
What face?
He's like,
What?
I would say for some of you guys like slow down. I think when you guys get nervous, you tend to like speed up in speaking. So just
All the
time.
you know,
Oh, you did very good.
take a breath.
I think you did good.
Yeah.
But yeah, breathe in, speak slow.
Did you see that
And
deep
try-
breath we took when she walked
And
out?
try to all be very focused on what the other person is also saying. Guys,
Hey,
what the
guys,
other,
pay attention.
even if you're not speaking at that moment, pay attention to what any other team member is saying, because you might be able to fill some gap of
Are you guys
information.
done?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Should we finish it?
So,
We have like 2 minutes.
It's okay.
Let me check my Snapchat.
I know, I just checked my Snapchat too.
Julius.
Oh look, someone likes you.
Can I get your
And
script?
Yeah.
No, the message.
And one is playing with the pencil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will, okay.
And when you get nervous, you bite your nails.
I do?
Yes, you do.
So sorry. I did not notice.
Did you find it?
It was
Fix your
her
tie.
bag. It was in her
I didn't
bag.
know.
Hold it?
Yes.
I still want.
I didn't say anything.
Is it time? Wait, are you
Huh?
gonna go get her?
That's
Yeah.
him.
Okay, then
Okay,
to let everyone know that's what you're doing.
Tie.
Hey, hey.
What?
You
Look.
good?
Oh,
Are
wait.
you good?
Everybody.
Say we will not,
What?
you cannot step back inside or something like that. Something polite. Are you
Yeah.
guys ready? Are you good?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Professional.
Wait, we're not to 35. Wait,
No.
wait, it's not 35 yet. We have to keep on schedule.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, no, no.
What do I tell her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her.
She
Hurry up.
can come back
Thank you
inside.
for waiting.
Yeah, thank you.
Breathe.